The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So Morris Media Live.
Oh my God. Maybe because I'm ordering all of
Hi guys.
Hello.
What's up?
We're back.
it. We are back.
Did
I
you guys
feel
miss
like
us?
it's been so long.
We say that every week.
I know, but it really does.
Because
feel
it's
like
been
so long.
Because it's been
so long.
weeks.
I feel
been
like
so
now
long.
because pandemic time and like COVID time now runs different than like
It's like
regular time
before
used to.
you would just work and time would go by fast, and now you just work and time goes by slower because you still don't feel like you're outside because you're
Right.
used to not being outside.
Shit.
So now you're just in the routine of not being outside. That's
Right.
what I think it is. So the days are just like they're just dragging
They're
on
dragging
because
for y'all.
you don't have the excitement for like, ooh, it's Friday, like, oh, I'm finna go
Right.
to such and such,
People
or like,
be like,
bitch, it's
have
Tuesday,
a
we
good
finna go to
weekend.
Carbon. We don't have that anymore. Shout out to Carbon.
Carbon.
Even though ain't nobody trying to go there no more
because
because
do our Carbon nights.
no, because I feel like if we
episode.
go, it's gonna be all bad.
if we go,
We can make it lit,
I'm gonna
though.
make fun of it.
We can make it lit.
I'm being there
though.
talking big shit. You
Hello.
already
We
know.
can make it
Oh,
lit
you
though.
already
We
know.
can bring the life to the motherfucking party.
throwback.
I'm gonna be
Maybe
talking
we'll,
about
we'll
big
make it
shit.
a thing.
I was
Make
talking
it a
about
thing.
that. I was talking.
We can do a welcome back
But
to
you got
Carbon
15
on the-
minutes
You know what I'm
Carbon
saying?
night.
Carbon? No.
Period.
You already know they're not trying to give up no money. They ain't finna give us nothing on the door or the drink.
Nah, they not. But
They
so
not.
we could just turn that shit out.
Yeah.
Period.
Get them to agree to a BYOB
Nah.
on the low.
It's probably not even anybody still there that we know.
Nah, there's not.
There's
But
not.
it's okay.
Maybe just the bartender. And he
Probably
didn't even
not.
really know. I didn't really know him.
Nah, like staffing wise, nah.
They're all
I
gone.
think
Nobody
everybody
is
is like
Yeah,
out the
they're all
way.
gone, except for
It's
the
a
owner.
Whole new regime over there.
The owner's still the same though.
Say fuck that
British
bathroom
guy.
though.
Shout out to him. We're here.
I know we
It's
are.
June.
I'm JGreen.
I'm G.
It's your boy.
That's JP.
That's JP.
It was almost like, you know,
Did you forget who you was for a second? over there?
I was like, oh, that's where we're going.
Wait, I didn't say who I was.
And then I was like,
In case
I'm
the
gonna
people
follow
don't
suit.
know,
This is who we are.
We're here.
And we're here. And
If
this
you're-
is you got 15 minutes.
We
I
understand.
feel like now, if you don't already know, then
They
you
know.
Like the people know.
They know.
You gotta
Because we
know.
got our regulars.
I
So
did not know.
we got our regulars.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you are a regular, call in 323-815-4204.
Tap in one time.
You already know how it
Yeah.
goes. Ooh, wait, I'll be back.
You just gonna be back like that?
Right, you see how she just ran off like that?
She
She
just
crazy.
ran up off the stage like she exited the stage left. Well, I mean, damn.
I know.
I like
that
the
was a
shirt, though.
dramatic. Thank you.
I like the shirt.
I
Hey,
was
man,
just
hold on, let me-
talking about my shirt too.
This shit look
Thank
real
you,
player.
thank you,
Like
thank
I
you.
felt like if I had that shit
And
on.
you already know I don't turn down nothing but my collar. You feel me? So you know what time it is.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is like, I feel like my personality in a nutshell.
It
Like when I
is.
saw
It's a whole
this,
lot
I
of-
was like, it walks the line of like, what the fuck? And like, but it's cool.
It looked like
And
you-
like, I'm a pattern whore, just generally. Like, I don't even have shit that matches because everything's a fucking pattern. So
But
it's
this
like,
shit, man, it's like a universal match. You can put on anything with that.
I'm trying to like get to mixing patterns.
Like you got some
but
polka
that's a
dot
whole
going on,
nother,
some
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
So, I know you guys can't see me, but I'm back.
What's up?
Because we didn't talk about something really important. We kind of skimmed over it.
What happened? What we been talking
That
about?
it was Jocelyn's birthday.
Aw, best friend. Right, my birthday just passed. It was on the 11th, y'all.
Yeah.
Jim and I gang.
Saturday,
Gang.
So I got
Yeah.
you some flowers,
you're-
best friend.
Hello.
Because balloons is too much. And we're grown. And grown people need flowers. And I got you a card.
Hello.
Hello. We're not going to do it.
Cry.
You don't have to do
Okay.
it. You don't have to do it.
Okay.
Because she'll cry. She ain't got to do it.
will.
But
as fly as you look.
we needed to acknowledge that it was your birthday.
Okay, no, I'll do
Happy
it.
birthday.
Oh, are you sure?
Should I?
I'm
or should
warning
I not?
you.
Okay, no then.
It's
I'm
gonna
not.
be. It's.
'Cause
I'm
not gonna
warning
let the
you.
people
Don't
break
do
me
it.
down like
Don't do
that.
it. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna let them do it.
So anyway, back to what we're talking
Because she
about.
knows she really, and she knows I'm a cry baby.
Oh, and I'm a
I will cry.
crier.
I'm a thug first
You make
and
people
foremost.
cry.
I will make you cry.
but I'm a crier,
Oh my God, I will make you cry quickly.
especially with things like that.
Quickly.
Oh, it's a card. You picked one out.
In honor of Jocelyn's birthday, I'm hijacking the show. So whatever you
Oh.
had planned for the first 30 minutes of the show, because we have a special guest
Yeah.
that we didn't mention yet that will be joining us in a little bit. So until that time, I have officially hijacked You Got 15 Minutes for my own doing. JP was in on it, but not.
One in.
This
on the
is
two.
not in Granny's
No,
notes.
and she's probably so
This is
stressed.
not in Granny's notes.
Granny is so stressed, and you guys know how Granny is when she doesn't have her notes. But guess who has notes?
This is like when
Me.
I didn't. This is like when I didn't have my phone.
Yeah, so just pretend like you don't have your phone now, because boom, it's a birthday podcast.
Hello.
Boom, and this is what we're doing.
She pulled
That
a
part.
me on me.
I did. I pulled a her on her.
She did.
This is usually what she does
Because
to
last time we weren't here because we were out of town for my birthday.
me. That's
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why we
exactly.
didn't
And
have
JP
an
had to hold
episode.
it down by himself.
Yeah.
For the Father's Day show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did. Okay, so first off, I want to start off with a couple of questions. Since y'all know the theme of the show here is questions. Niggas want to get in y'all business. I'm not gonna do you too bad. I'm gonna keep them somewhat PG because I bum rushed her and I know that this is throwing her off. So I'm not gonna do too bad. So I'm just gonna start soft with what's your favorite memory of Jocelyn? Because you've known her a long time, I've known her a long time, so we got stories. But what's one of your
We
favorite? When
were
people are like, "Oh, you know
just
Jocelyn," what's
talking
one of
about
your
this.
top memories?
I got a few of them, but it's a lot. But I'm gonna keep it real solid. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
One of my favorite memories of my girl to my left right here, man. We in the gym.
I knew you was gonna go to the
gym.
gym. I knew
I'm
it.
hooping. She a referee. One's get real disrespectful. She get to turning up on their ass and put
I've
their
heard
ass in
these
check
stories.
one good time, man. That let me know who my homegirl really solid was gonna be and who she is and everything. I mean, you could be a little bit crybaby. Maybe. I don't know that about you
Hey,
like
you never
that.
saw me cry out
I
there.
ain't never saw
I
you
ain't
cry
Never
because you too
finna
much
let
of a
nobody
thug.
play me.
Never,
Period.
at all.
Stop it.
But I mean, that's like those times were some of my most memorable moments because not
I
only-
loved those moments in the gym too. That was like
I wish I could
I
have been there.
really, literally, that was probably the only reason why I stayed in school is because I worked there,
Yo,
and that made me want to come.
And
I was
we
like,
needed
I
her-
like where I go to work.
we needed her to work there because sometimes you have to have like an ID
No,
or some shit.
when I tell you this
Not the glasses
nigga
come
right
off.
here, this nigga was one of the most problematic niggas. I used to be like, yo, all right,
Every time.
you don't have your ID? All right, I'm finna put you on the list.
Oh, you was one of them.
I was one of
He
those.
was one of them.
But I feel like I was cool enough.
It worked.
I mean,
It got you
it
in.
worked, you know what I'm saying?
It worked.
We was solid. Plus my game was on point. I used to make all like damn near 80% of my shots back then. I was Clay and
He
Steph
used to
before
come
they
in there
was.
with the basketball shorts down to his ankles, ready to hoop. 2X tall T, ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to
Ready.
go, man.
Period.
Nah.
And
Crazy.
those are some of my best memories of Jocelyn.
That is funny. I knew it was finna be from the gym. Period. Over all the shit, I knew it was gonna be from the gym.
I think.
I thought you was gonna say when you called a foul on me and we lost the game or some crazy shit.
I mean,
That's usually what they say.
That's the-
They always are butthurt
the
about
usual.
something.
we wouldn't have been in a position to lose the game if I was hooping a little bit better tonight. So I
She's
mean,
seen when we've been out, random dudes been like, "You remember when you caught that call on me and I lost the game?" I be like,
No.
"Bruh, no,
I don't really. She be like,
What team were you on?"
you're
like,
hooked. Like
I swear to God, that would happen. We would see people out and they be coming up to me still.
Right.
They
Fucked
know
up my life.
exactly who I was. They remember it down to the T. And I'm like, I don't even remember the last time I saw you. They
Right.
be out
Probably
there
that
really tripping.
game.
For real.
No,
probably
like,
that
for real.
time,
Like
like,
that
yeah.
game specifically.
They used to do that to me then, but then after the fact, I'm like, yo, I know y'all are not still talking about the championship game for the intramurals. Umpteen years later, talking about how I ruined it because I called a travel on your janky ass because you thought you was in the NBA and you wasn't.
James Harden didn't happen yet, so they thought they was gonna get away with that. You know.
That's when niggas was trying to be Kobe and all that.
Okay.
3 steps.
I got one more. So do you remember the first time you met? Do you remember? Like, exactly?
Ooh, nah, but it was in the gym.
For sure.
You sure?
Right.
It wasn't on campus?
See?
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like it could have been
I feel
on
like it was
campus.
going to be a story behind that question.
I don't
Y'all both
know.
over here like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
Probably
it
the
could've
gym.
been-
I don't know. Because then I used to see him all the time, so it wasn't like either on campus or in the gym.
Okay.
Right.
So then it was
Sierra
just
Hall's
like-
popping. You were running to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
some of
Sierra
everybody.
Hall,
So,
if you
Yeah.
don't know,
I was there the year before her,
Cal
so
State
we didn't
Northridge,
do
that's where
CSUN
it went
together.
down.
And then
What
I
was it
left.
called? Was it? What
We
was
called
it
it Little
called?
Crenshaw.
Little Crenshaw.
We called Sierra Hall Little
Crenshaw,
That was the
man.
name.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
that's burnt out. Shout out to Crenshaw because we were here right now. Shout out. Right, full circle. So Little Crenshaw in college and we
think-
on Real Crenshaw.
I think I'm gonna answer the questions. I think one of my favorite memories. There's a lot, so I could. And then to be honest, I don't remember the time frames. Everything's kind of because it was a lot of nights. But one of my favorite laughing times was when we were at the beach for a certain person's birthday, and Jocelyn became in sync with the ocean because she was so drunk. And she was standing there
The
watching
tide
the
had
waves,
me.
and she started going.
I swear to God, I started spinning with the ocean.
Spinning.
I was like, yo, no. It was. I couldn't stop it. And she saw me like, what the fuck is going on? She saw me like, yeah, got her. I was just like,
She was over there in the
and my
trance and
feet
shit.
were
Huh?
sinking into the sand. It was like,
so
and I
great.
couldn't get out. It was like the worst drunk. Like, I'm gonna die.
That and I think my other like okay, so my it's not my favorite memory. It's my favorite response that she has to the memory that makes it my favorite.
Oh, no.
And it's of a carbon night when I was dancing with a certain someone, aka the African, and I was in a trance.
Hey, the African. Right, how the ocean had me, the African had her.
And
ass.
when
Full
she
circle.
tells the story of what it looked like to her and how
Bruh.
everything was slow motion and we were just there dancing in a bubble. I don't know
It was
why.
a ghetto dirty dancing.
I love when
Thank
she
you,
tells it, when it's
Ron.
like a random, and she be hyped like, man, fuck that shit. She was in a dancing in a trance. And I'll be like, oh.
She was making out and carving, yo, on the dance floor.
No, and then
Oh.
everybody was
Fuck.
talking about it, and I was like, "Oh God, I made out with somebody at the damn bar that I go to every week."
They like
now
the
they're
African. They knew he was the African too. You just didn't know they knew
I
he was
didn't
the
know.
African.
I didn't know.
He did his thing.
He was like, we were there on Tuesdays. He was there on Wednesdays. So we
He
just didn't know they knew, but we knew, and they knew, and then we all knew. And
Yeah.
Those were really good times though.
she was in.
And
She was in an African.
when
trance.
I had like 7 bitches in my car, and they were all over 200 pounds. I had
We
them
was-
in the
it was-
Jetta.
we got into it with
Smashed
these
off.
dudes. Over
We're not gonna
some-
tell the whole story because
Yeah,
we don't
we
have
don't have
time. But I had to take 7 fat hoes home, and and I shout out to y'all because I still love y'all. But it was some big bitches. They was
Wait.
all over
Hey,
200
we got
pounds.
the fucking.
It was a lot.
And she still tried to
If
snatch.
I was-
I did.
She
Yeah, I
tried to
said,
snatch and hit the nigga in the street.
My little 2001 Jetta said,
What color was the?
Black.
What color was it?
Black.
The black one, right?
Yeah, you remember
And that shit.
Shout out.
Damn. Yo.
No, and like,
Shout out to Jackie.
yeah.
Shout out to
shout out
Jackie.
to my
When
other,
there
big-
is
my
a
other
will-
Yeah.
BBWs.
There is a
Yeah.
way,
Because we
damn it.
was in that
Man,
thing.
we got up out of there.
We was in there.
323
And we had like we had
424.
no, it was some skinny
323
hoes in there
815
too. But we had like
4204. Call
3
us.
skinny hoes lapped up in the front seat.
And they were scared. They were the ones that were like, should I call the police? Shout out to you,
Shut-
Katrina. Call in if you're
yeah,
listening.
tribe.
But yeah, so those are some good ones.
Yo.
Okay, but I do have
That
questions.
has to go on the Carbon Nights
I have questions
We
for
gotta tell that
you.
That one has to be in detail later.
Specific to you.
specifically.
Name one birthday wish that you never got.
Ooh.
Like something that you really wanted that you never got. Like whether it was a kid fantasy, an
I'm trying
adult,
to
like
think
I wanted
deep.
something, and you were like, bitch, you didn't get it. Like you were mad. Like I remember I didn't get my Barbie car. I never got that Barbie car.
Never
like
got your Barbie
the
car.
Barbie Jeep that you could ride in yourself. And I was
I'm
hurt.
low key finna sound
So,
spoiled, but
say it.
like I usually get what I want.
Yeah, so
for the
what-
most part. But I mean, of course, I'm sure there was some wild ass I'm trying to think
There's not one that you remember. Like I remember my Barbie
one.
car
that you didn't
that
get.
you didn't get, or like
That never came into fruition.
didn't get.
Just like
Well, I got played and just didn't get anything for my birthday.
Oh.
So it was more like I was on punishment, so I didn't get anything for my birthday. So it was more like a reverse, like,
okay.
fuck this, I didn't get anything. Like, so it was just like,
you were on
okay, there's
punishment,
no options. Yeah. Fuck I didn't like it or I didn't get what I wanted. It was like, I didn't get
You
anything.
didn't get shit. It was just
Yeah,
like,
it
oh,
was
your
like-
birthday.
Oh,
Next.
What you do to get on
Thanks.
punishment?
man, run my mouth.
I was about
the
to say
usual
run
thing.
her mouth because she didn't get in fights.
Nah. I was
Okay.
good. I was a square bear.
It's a good kid. On
Yeah.
punishment. No birthday presents.
I was in the advanced reading group.
Shut up.
in the upper echelon.
You feel me?
Top tier. This
Okay, tell me, like your funniest birthday experience. It could have been in the bedroom. It could have been in real life. Could have been birthday
Whoa.
fail.
Funniest
It could be.
birthday.
It could be. It could be. You know.
I guess that would be. So she brought up Snay. Shout out to him. So Snay.
Did we ever know his real?
was-
What's his real name?
Yo, I forgot. I could
Oh.
dig deep and think about it, but I was trying to forget and him. But the most outrageous birthday encounter episode that I had. Okay, damn.
Quick.
Right.
Great.
I see. This is not quick.
Buckle it down.
Long story short, after this man had already given me a pair of panties and bra after I had met him for like a month, I'll say. He brought me panties and bra. The bra was Christmas. The panties were Valentine's. My birthday's in June. And the panties were an extra small. Nothing about my life has ever been extra small, mind you. So, where he got them from, and it was in a Victoria's Secret bag, and it had no tags. So, I was already like,
Whoa. Wait, but this was like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
this
this was
wasn't
like
like
5 years ago.
when we were dummy young or anything. This was like
Yeah,
5
no,
years
it was
ago.
pretty recently.
This was like 2016
Yeah, this was like
or 17.
Yeah,
So you
something
got a
like that.
set that don't match and ain't no tag on it?
And
Ooh.
Then, come to find out, so then he meets up with me and gives me this rose. This is the compilation of all my gifts. Meets up to give me this rose.
you got something else though too. We ate it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
Then he gives me this rose, but the creep was all before that too. Let up gave me the rose. Come to find out, he had already been at my job the day before trying to give me the rose because I lied and said I was at work, but I wasn't. So he went up to my job to give me this flower.
Creep.
Everybody there
giving
clowned him.
creep.
All the boys that I usually work with and would close with were like, hey, he got stood the fuck up. What the fuck? Then when I walk in with the flower, she's laughing at me because she already knows who gave it to me. So Snay is a mixture of are you slow or are you bae?
We didn't know.
We didn't know. Because
And
I used to be like,
Snay.
No, Snay.
Like
Snay.
snail.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Snow like
Snay
a
bae.
Got you.
Yeah,
Snail bae.
Snay bae.
Got
We
you.
didn't know.
So that's how he ended up with that nickname.
But it was cute, but we just didn't know what was going on yet.
We did.
We didn't know.
I found
if
out.
that was going to be her husband
Once I
or
got
if
the
he
extra
just
small
yeah.
panties, the
Yeah.
rose.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
And-
he didn't understand your size or something. Like, he
That's
didn't-
why we were like his name is Snake because we don't
Apparently
know.
not.
And then
a week after my birthday, I'm there working vigorously as I usually do. And in he comes through the door, and my knees buckle, and I'm like, to my coworker, like, yeah, that's like right here, like, hey, I gotta talk to you in the back. So I duck behind the back door, and I'm like, hey, yo, that's the dude. Blah, blah, blah. The dude I was telling you about. And he's like, that's him? He was here the other night with a rose. And I'm like, yeah, it's mine. It's at my house right now. And he's like, what the
you're the one that stood bro up.
I'm the one that stood bro up. So as we go back out there, this man done came into my job with a Hanson's Bakery cake.
All you LA natives might know
Anybody
Hanson's Bakery.
bougie little Ethiopia between Olympic and Pico on Fairfax.
I think it's a Jewish bakery.
It is, but it's
Yeah.
in Little Ethiopia.
Yeah,
Right.
But
it's lit. It's not
it's
cheap.
lit.
That's the
Kardashians
point.
go there. Rich people go there. It's the bomb bakery. It's been there forever. He came in there with a cake with my name spelled correctly. First of all, with my name spelled correctly.
That sounds like a W right there.
I had known him like 2 months.
But he got her panties. He got her.
Extra
He got her
small.
Christmas
No,
and
But he
Valentine's
spelled my
Day in
name
June.
right.
That-
His
that-
little, he had my little he had a piece of my heart with that. He spelled my name right. So I opened the cake. I'm like, oh no. I said, oh, this cake has to disappear as fast as possible. I'm like, you guys want cake? You guys want cake? I'm slicing it. Hey, here, you want cake? I'm telling customers. You want some cake? You want cake? You want cake? You want cake?
He gave that cake
I
out
left
so
one
quick.
piece and put it in a box so she could see it. So I'm like, I need evidence. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna save her piece and my evidence
Yep.
piece. Then I'm like, all right, mind you, I'm trying to ignore him. He's down there waiting for
He's
me.
waiting outside the door.
Outside
And I'm like,
the whole time.
Whole time.
Like he didn't have nothing else to do.
Yeah,
with
he's
it.
like, it's your birthday. We're about to go out. Come on,
did.
bae. Let's go.
yeah.
But
And
then
he
it was
lied.
like, are you a creep? Are you just sweet?
He was a creep at that
He
point.
was though.
Because
He
I
was.
never told him where I worked at to
No.
begin with.
He saw you up there and then crept on you.
He knew where I worked at. Oh, because he knew where I worked at because
Either
plot
or.
twist, he was the nigga that does the he's a petition signer. Come to find out, stay woke.
So he had your
Everybody knew who
address.
he was
I'm
except
dead.
for me. Nah, he knew where the spot was because that was one of his little parking lots he used to
Oh,
hit.
no.
I'm like, well.
It's giving patient.
well. But he took me out to dinner like 2 or 3 times. It was crazy.
He also got you drawers that were a size small.
It was very.
He also
it
got
was
you
giving.
drawers. It was giving,
What's
I don't
going
know.
on?
It was giving.
Are you slow or are you bae?
I don't know yet.
I don't know.
We still never figured it out, but shout out to him for the memory because I'm never going to forget that. And now it's the funniest story.
So he sounded like he did everything right, but the draw.
But that was weird.
Nah, he was like blowing up my phone
It was
and doing other weird
It was
shit,
giving
too.
stalker. It was giving baby stalker, but then it was like, do you know you're stalking me? Do you
I
know what I'm
never
saying?
told him where I
Well,
worked
hopping
at.
into your job and not see, I'm thinking all this time that you probably let him know you worked there. He probably met you at work. This motherfucker just popped up, didn't know. Yeah,
Told him I
don't know
worked in
about that.
Marina Del Rey at a coffee place. He was like, oh.
There's not only so many of those.
And then he narrowed it down. He must have went to all of them.
There's not a lot.
He
There's
does
only a few.
petition signing in the parking
There's
lots.
literally like a Starbucks where we worked at and like McDonald's. In Marina Del Rey, that's like
He
it.
knew. He knew.
He was gonna
Everybody
Everybody-
knew but me, apparently.
He was gonna
Shit.
find his. He looking for his person.
Well, shout out
Look.
to him. He ain't finna get no more
Then
time.
I seen his ass once and he was looking so bad.
No.
Like, I want to talk to you. I
No.
was looking
Okay, I got one more question
shit.
because we're gonna have to get moving forward.
Because we got to guess.
We still have a guest, y'all. We still have a
That
guest.
part.
So one more is something that you want to do on a future birthday, something you haven't done yet. Something that you
Ooh,
really
I want
wanna
to go
do.
on a cruise.
scared.
Or I know because you never want to go on a cruise, which is why I
Have you
haven't gone
seen
on
the
one
way
yet.
the waves hit the cruise ships? It's terrifying.
Now I'm scared.
Terrifucking fine.
People are dirty, especially the types that are on those.
And the
cruises.
way your stomach is set up, I really don't feel like the whole.
Granny's gonna need one of those little bracelets
A little
that you get at Target. Those motion
I don't see
sickness
her
bracelets.
enjoying that, but that's just me. Other than that, something. What else do you want to do? What's something else that you want to do for your birthday?
Ooh, throw a big ass party. I want to have a 20s theme party.
A 20s theme party.
For like, ooh.
Cruise. I would say those two for
Those are
sure.
your biggest ones?
Yeah, and if not, travel somewhere else like Dubai. I don't know, go somewhere crazy like.
I'm scared. But I'll
Right,
go.
I'm scared to go everywhere.
I'm scared, but I'll go.
gotta
I'm
do
like,
it.
they're
We
gonna get me.
I just be scared that I'm gonna do some like in places like Dubai. I'm scared I'm gonna do something that's illegal by accident. That's really what I'm scared of.
You'd be like,
I'm not scared of
"Hey,"
the culture
and then
shock.
they be like,
Obviously,
"Chop
It's
your hand
it's
off, you touched him."
I'm scared. I'm gonna fuck around and like. Am I not supposed to speak to him? Was I supposed to cover my face? Was I not supposed to walk
Right.
through this door? Like, and it's gonna be a totally innocent. I'm American and fuck some shit up.
Right.
And then I'm gonna be stuck in somebody's person.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna
part.
fucking be trying to take me from a person, and I'm gonna be up for some sort of sex trade.
Look,
I'm
that's
scared.
weird.
I was like,
And because how they be, have you seen how people been disappearing in hotels and stuff like that, like
good. I'm cool.
coming up missing? And I'm
Stay
like,
right here.
and it'd be all these little resorts in some kind of random country or something, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's always
yo.
like the DR. Sorry, but it is.
Costa
It's always the
Rica,
DR.
like-
See, and I really want to go to Costa Rica, but I'm scared. Granny's scared. Granny's gonna go to
people be on Airbnbs and shit.
the beach.
Hell
and
no.
that's about it. I'll be at
Hell
Venice.
no. And they be having cameras in them shits.
No.
Ones ain't fucking around, man. We can
No, no,
fuck shit
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no, no. Okay. It's about that time.
'Tis.
It is about that time, guys.
Flowers,
We told you guys we've been trying to do little things different, trying to bring you guys more guests, trying to give you guys more content as far as the show goes.
Period.
And today we got another guest.
Woo!
Come on up.
Yes, in studio today we got Ruben Walton.
Woo! Round of applause.
Artist
for
and
Ruben.
creative extraordinaire.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yay, you made it. It's hot. Granny's got her fan, guys. So I'm going to try to share my fan because...
I know.
I was gonna wear this. It says it's just like a promotional hat that I got from
Hey now.
Vista Print.
You can
but
wear it.
You
or
can wear it. You
turn it
can
around.
drop-
You can wear it.
Turn it around the other way
Turn
so
it
they
the
can
other way
see
so
it.
people can
Every
see. Yeah. Put it on the table. We can put it up close.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
put it on the
cool,
table.
yeah, I'll put it right
yeah,
here,
It's
'cause-
all good. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's warm.
Yeah.
Move it. Yeah, there you go.
There we
babe.
go. Now they can see. Yeah. So thank you for being with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you for
Happy
waiting.
to be here.
Yeah, my sock is falling off. Sorry, guys. So I was trying to keep it on my toe and it didn't work. Yeah.
So where are you from?
Oh yeah, so I'm from Massachusetts.
Okay.
From
Now,
New
shout out
England.
to the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's where I'm from, Cape Cod,
Okay.
and it's where Meghan Trainor is from.
Okay. I know who she is.
And I love LA, and I think it's beautiful and iconic, and it's just a crazy good vibe here.
How long you been out
and
here?
on and off since like 2015.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
Starting to get comfortable.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Starting to learn the traffic
yes,
What's your
for sure.
What's your favorite thing about Los Angeles?
so far.
It's just a big long list. There's all kinds of people. There's all kind of just everything's available all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the total opposite in a politically correct way from where I'm from.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But I don't want to say anything negative or whatever. So, but I'm just
Amen.
very happy to be here, and it's great because I came out here actually for I was in a music industry like club in college, and then we came out here in like spring 2011, and we stayed at like the Universal Hilton. So that it was just a great experience, and it became kind of a mission to find a way to make it work out here. So.
Hey now.
That's
Yeah.
what's up, man.
Heard
Nice.
that. It's hard out here, so if you can come out here and
Yeah,
make it
if you can
work,
make it here, you can make it anywhere.
you know, we
Yeah,
don't realize
so-
that because we're
I
here.
know.
We're just
Time is
living
like-
here. So to hear when people come
Yeah.
out here and really make it, it's
No,
you know,
totally. Because
Yeah.
I know it's like a culture shock and like it's completely different.
It's a whole
from lot of
different world.
places.
So I like that a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
Good,
that's good.
good.
Because what's the weather
LA
most of the
welcomes
time
you.
back in Massachusetts?
I mean, for people who like that sort of thing, there's like foliage and stuff. There's like,
Right,
it's
like
like
there's
9,
nature.
pretty cold for like, I don't know, 8 or 9 months out of the year. And
See, I
then
can't do that.
Mm.
I can't do the cold.
Cold for 8 or
Me
9
neither.
months.
something like that. I mean,
It's
there's a
not-
Wikipedia page with, you know, the graph of like all the temperatures and whatever, but it's not like here.
At all.
Yeah, so I like that it's so different here. And yeah, it's just dope. So
You don't miss seasons
Nice.
here. We don't have seasons. It's
no, but I
just
do
hot.
hear people say that, like, oh, I miss my seasons
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not seeing myself feeling like that in any time in the near future, but you know,
He's like, fuck the snow.
yeah. So
Shit, he getting used to this
I'm
bipolar
taking
ass
all
weather,
the
man.
sunshine in.
Yeah,
That's how I feel
so-
when I go somewhere where it snows. I'm like, I need to live the snow because this is the only time I'm gonna get to be with the snow.
Right.
And then when I'm in it, I'm like, fuck this. I want to go home.
yeah, I mean, you always think of these like bougie experiences with snow, like Aspen
Yeah.
in Colorado or
Yeah.
something like that would be that would be fun, you
Yeah.
know, stuff like that. But like day in day out, or just different, you know, it just seasonal depression is real.
It is.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
So that cold winter time can, you know.
That gloom, huh? And then it's like usually during the holiday season too. So I feel like a lot of people are like usually down that time anyway. 'cause
Yeah.
they're just like either working or you know,
Right. Like
They
they
can't
motor,
be
like
with
they motor
family.
just kind of,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, definitely. But what brought you? You said you were part of a music club that brought you out here. In
Yeah, it was
2011?
MISA. They don't exist anymore, but it was the Music and Entertainment Industry Student Association, and it was a club. I was like the secretary and then like the vice president, and my friend was the president of like the chapter, and like they had like a national conference that they did every year, and I came out here, and it was just really cool. I had never, I was really tired from the jet lag and everything. Now I can do it no problem. But
Easy money.
it was a struggle. But
Yeah.
so then I came out here in like 2015, and other times like I worked at Whole Foods, like at 3rd and Fairfax, and then I worked at the store in Brentwood.
Nice. I went
Those
to
are
Fairfax
locations.
High School, right
always-
down the street.
You always have to say that.
You got Fairfax got to represent.
She got to
Always
represent.
gotta
you know,
represent.
it's her-
Period.
Funky ass.
It's her alma
Fairfax.
matter, man. She
Period.
Funky ass Fairfax.
She's she went to him and cheese.
I am. So anyway,
Yeah, and I've lived in a bunch of
I'm
different
sorry.
places
We're having
in LA.
Los Angeles.
Yeah,
high
no
school
problem. I mean,
battles. What high school did you go to in Massachusetts?
I went to Falmouth High for 1 year, and then I went
we
to
got some out of state viewers too.
a charter school in Hyannis, which is mostly known for the rest of the country by like being like associated with the Kennedys, but it's just like a normal
just a regular
place.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Shout out to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, shout out to them.
shout out to them, exactly.
Right. Okay.
Shout out to them for
them.
being known for the Kennedys. Next, they'll be known for this man
My
right
guy right
here.
there.
Exactly.
Hello.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hello,
They're going to be
Kennedy
representing and talking about you.
Yes, and I appreciate showing all the love on IG stories. I
Yes,
kept
of
pressing
course.
that button. I hope it didn't get annoying. With
Ah,
with
go
the
ahead,
add to
because that's
story.
usually us. We're always like, repost,
Yeah.
put this,
Yeah.
repost.
So
So if y'all haven't went and checked out our story, go ahead and check it out. Because you guys can go find his Instagram page and where you can find his music at too.
Yeah, let's talk about the music.
Right? So how would
Yeah,
you describe your music style?
Oh, okay. So, like maybe for the last like 7 years or something, it's been like pop and R&B and like alternative, but like absorbing all the influences that I had like before then. Like I used to listen to a lot of like indie folk and also like trip hop and like down tempo and
Yes.
like
That's some damn good music right there, man.
yeah.
Most
So
definitely.
and then there was kind of like that overlap a little bit with some of the like southern production that I noticed between the stuff that I listened to, the really like obscure electronic like down tempo and trip hop and stuff. It just it
Yeah.
sounded like that, and I really loved the Dreams production and Tirius Nash, and it was just a vibe that swept up my world probably in like 2009 or something, right when I was first year of college. So we can all do the math, but moisturizing. That's very,
Right.
very
Her.
good.
That's her. That's her
That's-
vibe right there. She's a skincare queen.
I had avocado and honey on my face earlier, actually.
Very good.
That's why she's going right now. Hello.
I was like, let me try something different. Speaking to that.
But before that, I used to do like really weird, like noisy electronic stuff, and there is some rap stuff that I used to do that was pretty over the top. And I like Eminem's comedic wordplay, not so much the like looking through the dictionary stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love just it's just
It's
fun.
lightheartedness.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, I understand.
Yeah.
So that was
Especially the early stuff.
yes, like
he
as
does
the world
walk that
turns.
line between being funny and like
Because it was
Completely
giving
serious,
Tom
you know?
Green if Tom Green could really rap back in the day.
Right.
Yeah. So
Give you a story, make you laugh, and then make you think about it at the same time. You
Yeah.
can either relate to it or laugh at it or be like, damn, that's funny. That's fucked up, though.
yeah, and I do, compartmentalize like the artist compared to whatever different things controversies they have in the media. I still appreciate the music with different people. So some people I haven't decided how I feel about them yet, but like obviously like R. Kelly has some bops and whatever.
right.
But I mean,
facts. I am not
Period.
finna fake the funk and act like R. Kelly still doesn't slap.
R. Kelly
That-
wrote songs that people
Period.
don't realize
right.
he wrote.
He's still
and
the
are out
man.
here. Yeah,
He's
so-
still making money when they were still talking about him.
Well, no, he was broke. he was crying about how he was
Yeah,
broke.
he broke. He was
broke.
still making money though.
But he was broke.
Because it was going in and out. He
It
can't
was-
be
yeah.
paying off all them parents.
So he
and
wasn't making no
housing
money.
all them hoes.
He was broke.
And,
Housing hoes is expensive. And they underage. You know they want everything. For real.
Talking about when he was in jail already, bitch. He was broke.
Man.
Moving on.
He was talking about he was broke before that though.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, because he was leading into like, yeah, y'all, I'm broke. He was trying to sell the I'm broke
He was
and all
already
that.
like, yeah.
But anyway,
then there was
he got some bops. Like
you know, I
said.
kind of stepped back a little bit from the rap stuff. I still do some of it occasionally. I learned how to do the triplet thing, you know, that everyone's doing. There was that controversy with Macklemore and Lord Jamar in 2014 and stuff. So I just, you know, got to be careful how I move. Not that I'm doing anything that is that crazy controversial, you know, like I'm a millennial. Like I love Shauna, DeBrat, Trina, all that stuff. But I got to be aware what roles I occupy. And, you know, it's just a whole different world. So, but I'm grateful that Los Angeles is such a melting pot. And
We got
there's
room
so
for
much
you.
cultural exchange going on.
Right.
Like I love
What's up, man?
reggaeton. I love all kinds of stuff. So
It's crazy because I hear a lot of people really like come here and are exposed to cultures that back home there
won't
might have
necessarily
been
have access
one
to.
person of
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
you know, ethnicity or nationality or anything in your school, like maybe two, and they weren't even friends. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
so-
it's like when you get here, it's like, yes, you can get a little bit of everything within 20 minutes of each other,
Yeah.
no matter where you live. Because you can go to Little Ethiopia, you can go to fucking Tokyo, Tokyo, you can go everywhere's got burritos
Everywhere.
and fucking different Spanish,
Yeah.
Mexican
Everywhere.
restaurants, Cuban restaurants, different kind of burritos. You can eat all kind of
yeah,
food.
food trucks.
Everywhere. You can go to the different
Yes.
markets. You can do so much, and it's
Yeah.
just a hop, skip, and a jump. You know, versus
we
being
have
somewhere.
a lot of different cultural areas.
And I feel
out
like
here.
we don't think about it like
Yeah.
that until at least I don't until I hear other people say like you said, like it's you appreciate it that it's
Yeah.
instead of being like,
The melting
whoa, this
pot,
is weird. You're
uh-huh.
like, yes,
Right.
You're like, this
Yeah,
is
exactly.
it, and that's that's awesome. So
And you know, other big artists who have fully embraced that like cultural exchange, like Justin Bieber and stuff. So and like writing percussive melodies and stuff, and I love the whole like the cadence of like Usher on Burn, and it's just a big swirling melting pot, both in what influences me creatively and out here.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
Nice.
That makes it.
Yeah.
So, like, what kickstarted your interest in music, man? What was like the origin of the whole like your love for music and want to like make music for yourself and
Oh,
produce your own?
well, I mean, I used to like collect all the CDs in the house and like play them all, whether it was jazz, folk, or like SWV, or like random classical stuff. And so then I was in like choral groups in like middle school and stuff. And eventually I started making stuff in GarageBand and just playing with the effects and stuff, and going a little wild with that. And then I learned more about like compressing vocals
Yeah.
and programming hi-hats and stuff. And it was just really fun. And so then gradually I started incorporating that into songs where I was singing, you know, and not just the rapping and stuff, which is also fun for me. And then I worked with a producer that I met at the ASCAP Expo in 2015, and we put together a 7-track self-titled EP.
Hello.
Hello.
And
What's the title of that EP?
Self-titled.
it's my name.
Hello,
Hello.
Ruben Walton,
Space.
go check it
Yeah.
out. I got some of my jams
Yes.
on there. I was like, okay, which is why I was asking. I saw your eclectic style just from that, so I feel like it was a nice compilation and like something for everybody, you know.
Yeah, it was interesting. I definitely next time I do an EP, I want to work with some younger producers and stuff, and because some of those records on them, I love the quality and professionalism of them, but I probably would have taken them in more of a harder, maybe perhaps the Weekend type direction instead of some things were a little Hallmark, but I appreciate
more light.
yeah, I mean, just the different types of sounds, but shout out to Avli Music and everyone that helped me with that EP. And yeah, I love Miracle, I love Gone, I love the second 4 tracks, and since I have like the versions of those other songs with the lead vocal -1, I can do them justice in my own way. Yeah. I don't want to shit on my own stuff.
I was like, don't do that.
But you know, like it's like being a self-critic. Like, do you hear you hear your music and play it back and realize this is what I could add to it?
I think everyone does that.
Yeah. It's also when you're first meeting a producer and stuff, they can't know what's going on inside your head or exactly what aesthetic. So like, I got to give people slack and not be too harsh.
Yeah, don't be harsh on yourself.
It's my own work at the end of the day. My name is on it.
Yeah,
and,
you just gotta learn how to communicate, because it's hard, and sometimes, and even sometimes trying to say it to someone, people don't understand things the same way that you do.
Yeah,
so it's like you kind of have to feel out their thought process. And
or like being American, you know, pop music was R&B and hip hop pretty much in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So there was like they've sort of split apart a little bit more, but a lot of the vocal inflections and some of the choices that people make, it's just something I really like. Like that song "Parking Lot" by Nivea.
Right,
and
that's classic.
Some of
that's like classic era. Like during that time, it was like gold.
Yeah,
you can't go back to that. You know, you
can't
get that again.
Nivea, boy.
So,
but I mean, there's thousands of songs and artists and stuff.
Who are some of your like dream like producers that you'd like to work with?
Oh, I would love to work with Mike Will Made It, The Dream. I'd love to work with that guy Billy something who works with Post Malone, who has done a lot of the Post Malone records. I made like a whole list because I started to look like
Is it Billie Eilish?
No, it's a guy actually, but Steinberg or something. I have a whole list on my phone, but tapping on the show credits thing on Spotify, and like trying to get in the room with these different people. And there's also this event that I was made aware of that they have in Valley Village, where like it's like for pop hangs. It's like a hangout where people have an aux cord and there's a monitor, like a good quality monitor.
Okay.
In like the
so
backyard.
You can play your visuals and play your music.
Yeah, and it's an event that I want to get more involved with.
Nice.
And I'm about to release some new material again. And I love splice, and I'm really good at like top lining melodies and then filling them in with words later and stuff. And like it's just a blast. I love it.
Nice.
And
seems like your first love was beats.
Making sounds.
Making sounds first.
So
that to me is so like
that's organic.
Could you hit us with a quick verse?
You can't do that.
Not right now. No,
you
no.
can't do that. That's like telling a comedian,
you got some old,
tell me a joke. Don't do that.
I hope to be back on here at some point.
Of course,
absolutely,
you're welcome.
yeah,
Whenever. Don't let us get to the point where we have performances.
Right. We'll talk.
We'll talk to the people behind the camera,
right.
and the woman behind the whole shit.
Hey,
I mean, that'd be lovely.
Don't let us have a showcase.
Hey, you got 15 minute showcase.
So where can they find your music? Where is it streaming?
So it's all on Spotify, everywhere you get streamed music. Just remember, it's not spelled like Ruben stuttered. It's REUBEN.
Like a sandwich.
It is
Walton,
exactly like the sandwich. Yes.
That girl, she knows.
Hello.
I don't even eat a Ruben, and I know how it's fucking spelled.
I'm not a purist, so I would have it on like whole wheat bread or something
See, yeah,
sometimes.
I don't like that swirly
Yeah.
brown bread. I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah.
that either. It's too much.
But I do like
I get sourdough.
cornbread and stuff. It's a very rich.
Ooh,
Yeah,
sourdough.
cornbread's
choice.
fire. I made some of that earlier.
But yeah, they can find me on all the streaming services. I have soundcloud.com/Ruben-Walton, where there are some unreleased song sketches and different stuff. There's also huge back catalog that's on rubenwalton.bandcamp.com, which I'm eventually, I have CD Baby as a distributor, so eventually I'm going to put everything,
Nice.
you know, on everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a real hodgepodge of stuff, but
Go circle the catalog though. Go
Yes.
back. Go
Check him out.
through it.
Yeah,
Check it
he's
Check
out.
on
him out,
Tidal,
man.
Apple Music, Spotify, all that.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Stream.
So
You never
go
know.
check him out.
never
He's got some
know.
hits. My song is Mess, first and foremost.
Oh,
Then I was
thank
feeling
you.
birthday because my birthday just passed.
Yes.
Because I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, this is perfect. But I feel like I love that everything, you have like a very unique sound, but it's very eclectic, and like you could tell that your inspirations are like very versatile. Like, you know, that you
Yeah.
have a catalog of things that you're pulling from, and it seems like it's very like what thought out and like methodical and like,
Thank you. Yeah.
so I definitely
love
see your hard work.
R&B and all kinds of stuff. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that Ed Sheeran and Halsey. Well, Ed Sheeran wrote the song, but it was Halsey and Benny Blanco and that other guy. That song East Side, that just makes me think of L.A. and just memories I've never had, and just I just love
Memories
getting-
I've never had. I
Yeah.
love that. I love
so
that.
it's just a vibe.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, Lana Del Rey, and
love her too. I love her. Well,
but as far as like technical rappers that I do admire, I love Ludacris, Tech Nine, Eminem. I love Twista. I love Do or Die.
You got a great catalog.
I was
a
like,
whole-
okay, Tech
yeah.
Nine.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
So-
no.
Okay.
Luda.
It's just very inspiring and then people can fit so many syllables into different things. It's just a vibe. I could talk for hours.
Hey, that's what
Hey,
we're here
that's
for.
fine.
fine.
We
We,
We
could
give
do
you your
right.
15 minutes,
Trust
don't trip.
me.
Because,
We go on and on
the
about
conversations will keep going.
craziness.
Yeah,
you
you do-
see, we already have our left fields.
Ready. Yeah,
Ready
you
and
were here
ready.
for, you witnessed one left field. There's
Right.
usually about
Have you,
one a show.
Well, no left fields. Have you been to an LA Pride yet?
I went, didn't go to the parade recently, but
Okay.
I was at the Live and the Out Loud Raising Voices Music Festival, which was really good. I should have gotten there pretty much for the person that I most wanted to see, who was Lil' Kim. She was playing at 10 o'clock. I love when she says, "Life's a Wheel of Fortune and y'all can't buy a vowel." That just takes
Right.
me out. I love so. But yeah, I was there, and it also inspired me to get back on my game. I'm working remotely with a personal trainer through an app, which
that's
Oh,
cool.
is
nice.
much better now.
You like it? Because I've been iffy about that. So
I would
glad you
prefer
said that.
if they'd be allowed in the gym, but you know, they have rules against that or whatever, and so I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, I'm not just marathoning the cardio as I used to do and starving myself.
That's what I feel like I'll do. If I start, I'm going to starve myself and I'm going to just try to run.
Yeah, because I would spend like 45 minutes or like 70 minutes or something. It was crazy. I got down to like 155 in 2018. Now I'm back up. It's like 208. But, you know, when you're in West Hollywood and seeing all these
all that
people.
food.
West
All
Hollywood
that
was lit.
food.
Yes.
All the food, all the clubs, all the bars, all the
alcohol.
drinks, all
So-
the everything.
Yeah,
all of
so-
it.
And
Welcome
it
to
just
LA,
doesn't
bro.
stop.
Yeah.
Either. It's
Yeah,
like,
and it just gets
yo,
better.
there's
Yeah,
always
it's
people
just-
walking
Yeah.
around.
But
And those
eating.
garlic fries
Oh my
Yo.
God.
that restaurants
Bacon
have.
wrap hot dogs.
Yeah.
Shout out to the streets of Los
shout
Angeles.
out to the taco man.
Shout out
And
to the streets
shout
of
out to
Los
all the
Angeles.
food
Exactly.
Taco
vendors.
trucks.
Everybody.
And shout out to all
Shout
the
out
people.
to Roses.
Shout out to her
Shout out
too.
to her.
She's still out
She
there
is
giving out
out
roses.
there
'Cause she's lit.
Everywhere, international.
We
She's-
have
she's
a little
lit.
bit of time left. You have anything that you wanted to hit us with? This is part of our show normally where we get into the raunchy questions. We
Okay,
get
sure.
into
Yeah.
a little bit. We get a little nasty. We get a little triple X rated.
Right,
Could
sometimes.
be
Or it'll be
just
like
some fuck shit.
hypothetical.
This is when the shenanigans
or-
starts.
No.
I have
Something
one.
of the
I have
sorts.
one hypothetical. But,
Hit it. No, do
okay.
it.
Okay.
Do it,
So
do it,
if
do
you,
it.
I saw this on the internet. If you were dating someone and you if you got invited to a family function, parties, whatever, you know what I'm about to say. And you are there, you're hanging out, and then you get introduced to a friend of your partner, and realize that's someone that you smashed.
Oh.
Do you say something? Do you wait? Do you say something later? Do you keep it to yourself? Do you pretend like you don't know this person?
It depends, the level of liquor that's involved. But I'd be probably pretty scared to say something. But probably later.
Maybe later. That's what I'm thinking.
Later on, after we've left whatever it is, the cookout, the buffet, whatever
it is. Yeah.
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 I'm sure eventually it would come about to be known.
You wouldn't try to keep it a secret? Not even a thought?
I don't know. I mean,
But how drunk you were.
it would have to, yeah. Well, it would be that, or like what type of person my partner is.
Yeah, you're like, are we gonna
or
argue
what
about
type
this
of
shit all
guy.
night?
Whole bunch of
Yeah,
factors involved
yeah.
with disclosing something like that. Yeah, that's a whole other kettle of fish.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Really?
swear if
You
I don't
wouldn't
have.
freak out in the moment, is
No.
what you're saying.
Yeah, I
You
wouldn't
would-
freak
you
out.
would-
You gotta
yeah.
keep your composure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably get
Under
more drunk.
pressure.
I'd probably get more drunk. If I wasn't going to say anything, I
This is
was
such
going
and
to get
such.
so more
Yeah.
drunk.
Yo, where the bar at?
Yes.
I'll be right back.
That, y'all want
Right
a round?
to
Who wants shots? What are you drinking? I
what
would
you want?
dip.
I
Yeah,
got you.
but I mean, if me and let's just be real, if me and the guy have been sharing everything up to that point and nothing's off the table,
I'm gonna say something.
then sure.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
sure, I would say something.
Yeah.
And we have that kind of trust and everything's 100 and it's not like early in the relationship. Did you say?
I mean,
Right.
we didn't
Who
really
knows?
say.
I mean,
but
Yeah.
regardless,
I think
that
if it's
shit-
early, I think you would probably say something.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Right. I mean, I feel like I would.
I think I'm gonna play it cool in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then if it's like you said, like if we're cool enough, or if I've been honest enough already. But so you said it's a friend of.
Yeah, like they're getting introduced
Of
as like, this
Bay?
is my boy, this is my homie, like this is my brother.
Oh no, I have to tell him. So I have to say something and get the one up before he does.
That's what I was thinking too,
Period,
because I
because-
don't want to
Oh,
be
yeah.
out here.
Then I'm
If
gonna
the
let
other person
him
says
control
it.
the
Yeah.
narrative, and then it's my word against his,
Yeah.
as opposed
Yeah.
to me being like, "Hey, so this is what happened. This is what it was." But because then too, you kind of know what kind of person you're dealing with. So I'm like, if I already know he's finna run his mouth and he finna put extras on it, I'm finna
So
say.
what
Oh
if
yeah,
you're-
because I would not embellish the thing.
So
I
what
would
if
Yeah.
what if
exactly-
you're newly dating, like it's not that deep yet, and you just happen to, and this is your first like, oh, you're taking it to the next level. You're inviting me to the party to meet some of your cousins,
Nah, I'm
to
telling
meet
you.
your homies,
I'm saying
and then you
something.
find out I smashed him like not that long ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if the encounters are recent? What if it's like a 3 week? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah, no, I know
recent.
what you mean.
Yeah, like you, like the friend was a
If it's
rando one night
recent-
stand or a rando like it was the bar, whatever. I was drunk, but you've been dating this other dude, and now this is your it's 4th of July. You coming to the barbecue?
I'm finna fucking fake sick, and babe, we gotta go. I'm sick.
For
we
real?
gotta go. I'm gonna shit on myself. We
Why
gotta go.
though? I'm curious. Why?
Because
though?
the block is hot and I got to fucking go. And we can talk about this when you think I'm over here in the
Not the
toilet.
block is
I'll
hot.
go sit on the toilet for an hour and I'll be like,
No.
oh, babe, I have something
No.
to tell you while I'm...
You've been sitting here silent. What would you do?
That's 'cause
Both
he
of
over
you.
here, he
I'd
done
rather
hulked out 3
ladies
times.
go first.
I
'cause
know.
I was
I
talking to a gentleman.
know. I'm just sitting here watching you.
But I was
Dr.
in that
Perry
situation.
J.
I was actually in that position once upon a time, and there wasn't no playing that shit off, and they was cousins, first cousins at that.
But they weren't mad at you, right? They weren't mad at
Oh,
you.
of course not, man.
'cause
You
you
know,
didn't do anything.
well,
One thing.
Of course not.
I mean, this one didn't know that I was, because I think they really had a conversation before the shit even hit the fan. Like, to be honest with you,
Like they knew
But,
already.
They
yeah,
kinda
you know what I'm
set
saying?
you up to see what
Because
you was gonna say.
I was sitting down to eat with this one, and she was telling me that she had a cousin, and this cousin so happened to have
Oh, they
all the
pulled
shit
the
that this
same
woman I
girl
know
on you.
have, but I didn't know that. You know, you don't put that type of shit together. You just like, man, whatever it could be, whatever. I don't know. My cousin's birthday is. Oh, you're a Leo. Oh, my cousin's birthday is Leo. She's a Leo too. Her birthday's his day. Okay.
Depending on, you know, if I know this other person, who, if they can be conniving, I'd probably want to say something first and set
That's what I'm
the
saying.
record straight
Shit.
before
Because
stuff
people
gets out
are
of hand.
haters.
Yeah.
Because I'm just, you know, been around the block a little bit longer now, and
Learn
Have a little
thing
poise
or two.
about it.
And I ain't gonna lie, in the heat of that moment, I ain't gonna front y'all. Like, when she told me that was her cousin, and I know what the fuck going on right here, my first thing was like, well, are you tripping? No. Are you tripping? No. Y'all blood related though? That was the only thing that pissed me off about the shit. I don't care what narrative they would have controlled, because I was trying to do one thing at that time. I mean, we all can just keep it in the family. Let's keep it
you
real.
gotta create a whole
I mean,
contingency plan for.
I mean, that was my way of keeping my composure, because I'm like, oh, this is who you was talking about?
You like,
And then she was looking at me like, yeah, I know who she was talking about. And I'm like, damn. Both of y'all thinking it's a motherfucker.
it runs in the family.
Oh my gosh, I had that separately. Okay, but you know,
Anyway,
just to answer that question though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, see,
I
I
had
knew
that
he was.
separate.
That's why he was over there sitting quiet.
if given in another situation, like my man's right here said, I'm gonna shut up. Well, I like to do things a little bit different. I'm play advocate first. I'm gonna shut up because I want to see what she. I don't care about the control the narrative shit because I know the truth. She know the truth too. And if it's gonna get like that and y'all ain't nothing but friends, and we can spin this shit.
Niggas are haters. Period.
Yo,
that's why I gotta control the narrative.
But. See, that depends though, because how much time we got? Let me make it quick.
Minutes.
It just depends, because I don't have to hate if that's not, you know, like if my boy, if he love you, for sure. But if it's one of them, you know, hey bro, look, check this out. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You feel me? Before she tell you, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Remember that thing I told you? Yeah.
That was her.
I'm gonna let y'all control the narrative, you know, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Simple.
I mean, I can get petty sometimes if like.
Pettiness
I'm
is not
heated
necessary.
and then it's a snap decision, but I'm trying to do less of that and be more
Right,
diplomatic about
that's
it.
throwback me.
Because then I'll go to the opposite end where I feel really guilty the next day, hungover, and you know, whole different side.
Right.
That's another whole story.
Then you're there like feeling shitty and like, fuck, what am I gonna do?
And like a pariah.
Right.
I think I would be I think I'm leaning more towards you, where I would be calm in the moment, but I'm a paranoid freak out of my mind, like, holy shit, they know each other. I'll be so, because the thought of them talking about me is what makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
Not that I did it. Okay, I fucked you and I fucked you. It's just, how do I know you guys know each other? I don't know that.
And especially if I make you on a legitimate way.
But the thought of them talking about that they both fucked me, that's what bothers me. Right. So for them to find that out, or like, and then the controlling the narrative, I think we worry about that because we're women.
And dudes are haters.
And dudes will try to make it seem, because a dude is quicker to try to make it seem like, you fucked her, because they're scared in case all the niggas aren't like, oh, she the one, if they're about to be like, you fucked her. So I feel like niggas are quicker to try to make fun of her and make it seem like, oh, she's a bot, before they are to be like, yeah, I smashed. Right. You jealous?
That's a show topic.
Like,
right.
I'm just saying, that's how I feel.
I know a lot of dirty mackers and haters.
Because I've been around a bunch of niggas who got fucking dirty
macked and
we know some chicks out here too that really miss it and just can't let their homegirl win for shit.
Dr.
But that's
Perry
the show topic.
On that note.
Right, on that note, y'all.
You guys ever watch The Housewives?
Not so much anymore.
I watch a little bit here and there.
Beverly Hills. I do like the Atlanta ones too. I like
you could get
New
a
York
little bit of
is funny sometimes. YouTube clips are the best.
Yeah,
right. Oh yeah, I'm a YouTube or a Facebook video. I'm a Facebook video.
Good for the end of the day when you need a laugh.
I'm a YouTube slut.
We already know you're the.
I have a premium
You're a
account.
subscription
YouTuber.
Me too. I'm a subscription slut.
I need that background.
I'm a subscription slut, guys.
She's a subscription slut.
I just cut two of them off.
everything.
Yo, SS.
I got a Patreon.
Two. She got like 30
I got a
more.
$40 Patreon bill.
She crazy.
It's $37.95. I have to have it.
She's an avid podcast
and I only do it for
watcher.
2 podcasts. Because Joe Budden, I can't afford you. And everybody else, I can't afford you, Joe Budden. You're like $68, $65, but I can't do that. But other ones, I want to do it. And then when I get the bill, and it's the beginning of the month where I have to pay rent,
She
Patreon
lied.
bill for $40.
Damn, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a couple of
$40.
All right,
Anyways,
Granny.
all right, sorry. Anyway,
Well, anyway, thank you for
Yes.
Ruben.
Yes,
thank
it's
you
my
for
Coming
coming.
pleasure.
into the studio today. You guys make sure you go check him out. Ruben Wilson Music.
Walton.
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 No, as soon as I said it, I was like, why did I say
Walton.
Wilson?
Ruben Walton.
Ruben
It's all
Walton. Art, and you know why? Because I was pressed about spelling it out loud.
Yeah,
Because
no
I'm
problem.
dyslexic.
She thought she was
No,
gonna-
I'm dyslexic.
And she
I'm
thought
2
she was
steps
going
ahead
to
of
try to
myself.
say Ruben spelled like the sandwich, and then her brain said Wilson because she's
Not a
tennis ball
problem.
like that.
Who knows?
Anyway, you can check it out. So I'm on Twitter. It's Ruben_Walton, and all the streaming services.
Go check
if
the catalog.
any of y'all are old enough, I am not. But there's that show from the 70s, The Waltons, where it's just a bunch of people in the South.
Go check it out.
Yeah, check it out. You know, you'll find something you like, and
You most definitely
Please
Definitely
press the
will.
follow button.
Stream all the things, subscribe to all the channels, follow all the shows, follow all the everythings.
Yeah, we'll
you
be
guys know where to
posting up some
go.
of
Man
his
with
stuff too. So
Absolutely.
you guys just wait
Yeah,
for
oh, and-
that.
shout out to Curfew for
Right.
Shout out to
Curfew.
Curfew
Connecting me with this.
because we got to get him back in the studio.
Curfew
too, so
made the connection, so shout out to
shout
you.
out to
Yes.
Curfew.
So if anyone else wants to come and be interviewed, hang out with us, talk shit
Oh.
with us,
Hit
feel
the
free to
DMs.
come through.
Lauren, we
Oh.
got you. You know you finna be on the episode. You're already owed one.
Right?
And on the 22nd, I'm performing at Lava in Santa Ana. And
Ow!
the pinned tweet on my Twitter is the whole tour schedule, so you can
Yes,
check that out
yes.
there.
Nice, and you can go to our story, and I'm gonna post it on our page too, so you guys can get his tour dates for SoCal.
Yep.
Yes. So
So, all right.
Just wait on it. Go
Just
check
wait
it
on
out.
it.
Ruben Walton, the EP, available everywhere.
Let's go.
And till next
This is
time.
You Got 15 Minutes,
You got
y'all.
15 minutes.
Well,
you already
well,
know.
well.